All right, that's enough of that. So, howdy, kids. Sophie Kent gets the award today for being the most robust suggester of comments ever. So, I am trying to get into my studio. I was trying to set a goal. Here we go. We're going to set this for an hour. Why is it not letting me? Name your goal or name your reward. I will sing a song. I will do a little dance. I can't. There we go. Okay. The goal is set. So, guys, I just set a goal for a bunch of super chats. Hopefully, we'll get some of those. So, Angus was at our local Wawa. If you have never been to the East Coast in the United States, Wawa is this amazing convenience store that we go to, and it has the best coffee in the world, better than Starbucks, better than anybody else. And that's where Angus had someone drive behind him when he was backing up. So never a dull moment. He is home. We've got a bunch of college applications out. We've got a lot of recruiters from different band organizations reaching out to him. Things are happening, so we're killing it. So let's talk about the news. Hands up who watched my Justin Timberlake video. Hands up who watched it. I've got 2 for Tuesday on Justin Timberlake, and I think that there's some sketch stuff going on with Justin Timberlake. Once upon a time, he got caught holding hands with a gal. I think he is still stepping out, not in a good way like Joe Jackson. So we are here doing pop culture questions or questions for you guys. We're going to mix it up. This is our new second live of the week. We are going to be doing this on Tuesdays at 2, but I am going to be down at Chop Chop Bang Bang chopping this mop. I'm not getting the short haircut, even though I was Kris Kardashian yesterday. Yeah, Sophie, that's right. That's right. Let's unpack it a little bit. Let's do a reading on Jessica. Hot news, guys. So everybody who's jumping in, there's a super gold chat today because I got to cover a $500 deductible for this new fender bender, and I don't want my son to stress out about it. He's very upset this morning. Before I jump into Jessica Biel, So something very interesting. One of my girlfriends is running his Angus's chart again. One of the benefits of being a psychic and a teacher is that I have lots of friends that do lots of cool stuff. And one of my girlfriends is like a 30, 40-year long astrologer. So I trust her with my astrology a little bit more than I trust myself as I'm studying. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Zephyr. A little applause for my mods, guys. Let's make them feel really special today. My mods are the best in the business. They are holding the door like Hodor, keeping things cool. As I promised last week, this will always be a safe community for you guys to come, chit chat, hang out. We're not going to tolerate any nonsense in the chat. So if you are visiting on the vertical stream and you think it's going to be funny to drop some silly little jokes, think again. Not cool. You're not doing it here. Sophie Kent loves it here. Sophie Kent, I love having you here. I'm considering doing like a featured viewer of the week, but I don't want to put you guys on blast. But Sophie Kent, you are getting the viewer of the week this week. I think last week too. Angus, on Friday, we had a competition this weekend. And they did well. And Angus saw the organization, the professional organization that he had auditioned for and made it, but he couldn't get released from his school contract. He got an email from the guidance department telling him that none of his transcripts were sent out because one of the forms was not filled out correctly. So yesterday, instead of doing content all day long, I played the role of Kris Kardashian and went out there and reached out to all of the band directors at all the schools that we have applied to. And I pumped my kid to try and preserve his applications. The good news is that the applications that did go out are accepted as meeting the deadline, and the fault is on the part of the school for not sending over the transcripts. Transcripts have now been sent. So let me tell you something. I need to go to the hairdresser because I got some extra gray hair. So back to Jessica Biel. So so Angus's chart, one of the things when you go 17, 18, 19 in your astrology, what is happening is that you're like transition to adulthood. So depending on your sign, depending on the aspects that you have, adulthood can kind of smack you in the face a little bit. And Angus has been getting smacked in the face, and it is a test to see how he is going to react to things smacking his face. So I think he's navigating okay. He is resting right now. I'm glad that he didn't re-injure the leg. I'm glad nobody got hurt. I'm glad, everything is fine. It's just damage to vehicles, and that's fixable. Even though he has an Audi, which is going to be expensive, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So, Mango Pilar, thank you. So when you read your horoscope, you should read your sun sign. Your rising sign is going to affect how your horoscope. So when you go and like read the horoscope, or when you do look at the horoscopes that I'm doing on Saturdays, that's just for your sun sign. Rising sign can add a little bit of dimension, and I am going to add that to next week's. I'll explain the difference between, maybe over the next few weeks, I'll explain the difference between the sun sign, the rising sign, your moon sign, and how those can affect you. So let's talk about Jessica Biel. I'm going to bring up the card view. Guys, dump some super chats in there. Dump them in there. I need your help. This is a cry for help from this psychic, because this is an expense we were not expecting. Apollo, what sign are you? Leo. Let me tell you what Leo is doing this week. Give me a sec. I will gladly give that to you. I got to pull up my notes. Hang on one second. We're going to be talking about Jessica Biel. I'm going to pull up her. Oh, for Pete's sake. What is going on here? Just get me into my own ChatGPT. There we go. All right. Let me just find my notes. Hang on there, Apollo. Apollo, if you want to drop me a super chat, I would appreciate it. I got a $500 deductible. I got to cover for my son having a car accident, and my insurance is going to go up. Exciting times. Yanks, thank you very much. So, Leo, overall, you have an emotional lift, sense of relief. So this goes very much in hand with the exit from Mercury retrograde that we're dealing with. So, hang on. Whoop, we got to do this. So, Mercury retrograde and the lunar eclipse that we just had have the effect. Is that as far over as I got? I gotta fix this. It has the effect of like we're like tumbled around in the surf or shaken up in the snow globe. So what is going to happen is you are feeling that more acutely, but your focus should be on your reputation and professional image. So I want you to watch the things that you're saying. It's a quiet power day for you, less chaos. You want to move away from the chaos, more progress, and a little bit more focus on your reputation and professional image. All right. So I hope that helps you. And I've got some supers coming in. Guys, you're great. Let me do Jessica Biel real quick. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Did I freeze? Let it go. Let it go. Hi, Melissa. It's good to see you. You look great in green. So those of you that are not wearing a green outfit, that is for members. Members, you get your own private reading on Fridays. And guys, you may even get a second live today because I'm going down to Chop Chop Bang Bang and getting my mop chopped. So we're going to get some color. I think Angus is going to get a haircut too. He needs a haircut. So, all right. Hang on. If you guys ask for horoscopes, just hang on. I want to talk about Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel, how does she feel about this whole situation with Justin Timberlake? Jessica Biel on Justin Timberlake. Looks like girls making some decisions. 5 of Cups. This is disappointment times 10 for her. I think she is seeing repeated events. There we go. More and more of this. He is not going to learn from this situation. So I think Jessica Biel has had quite enough of this nonsense with him. So, and I don't think it's so much stepping out as it is stepping in it and not effectively dealing with the infraction. It's like, well, you know, I had tour, I had this, I had that, I had another thing. You know, it's oh, thank you, Strong Spiritual Eyes. Happy new moon yourself. We're going to be talking about that too. Snarky Barbie, absolutely notorious philanderer. She should bail. I read that as she should pay the bail. He's out. Also, I want to correct myself. That greetings. I'm a budding astrologer. But the DUI happened in 2024. I thought it happened in 2025. It seems like it just happened last summer, but it'll be 2 years ago. So she's been dealing with a lot. What's our advice for Jessica Biel? What is our advice, guys? What's the advice here? King of Cups, he's never gonna love you the way that you want him to love you. 8 of Swords and 7 of Swords in reverse. You know what this means, guys? It means run. Snarky Barbie's got it right. It means run. Run to the hills. So, yeah, this is like, if I were gonna give her some advice, I don't think she's ever going to be happy in this relationship. I mean, it's one thing to be married to Justin Timberlake. Like there's some privileges and doors that are opened up as a result of that. But what is going to happen is it's just going to happen again and again and again. He's going to repair. Here's my prediction, a little bit of psychic work here, a little remote view. He pays more attention to repairing his reputation and his Q rating than he does how his wife and intimates think about him. So if the focus is more on, what people that are buying his albums think, his alignment is a little bit off. It's a little bit off here. It's a little bit off. Is there anything Justin can do to save this relationship? Anything he can do? Birkin bag, new Mercedes, 2 of Cups. Oh, guys, I think he is going to pitch to the lovely Jessica Biel. I think he is going to pitch to her, let's renew our vows. Kiss of death in Hollywood. Do not renew your vows if you live in Hollywood, if you are a celebrity, because it basically, telegraphs to everyone, your marriage is in trouble and things are falling apart. Things are falling apart. So there we go. Poor Jessica Biel. Let's see if he pitches a holiday away or like a second honeymoon. I've been married twice. I've never gone on a honeymoon. Both marriages didn't go on a honeymoon. We had too many things going on. So that's all I've got to say about our poor Jessica Biel. Let's hide that. Yanks, we're going to pull some cards for you. Do you have a question, Yanks? I'm looking up on the chat here. Yanks. I really, really, really appreciate your donation. All donations today are going to go toward the repair of Angus's car. So I'm gonna pull some cards. Let me pull some cards. Couples holiday. What's the bet? There you go. Snarky Barbie. I like the way you think. Snarky Barbie. Snarky Bobby. What a great name. So no questions, just thanks. Yanks, I'm going to give you an energy card. Let me give you one of these fantastic Kyle Gray Raise Your Vibration cards, because nobody rides for, well, I'm not taking your money for free. I'm not that kind of psychic. I'm not that kind of psychic. I'm going to give you one of these, little inspiration for the day. And healing myself heals my lineage, which is always a great thing to do. I was actually just talking to somebody about their legacy and working on their legacy and keeping their legacy intact. So healing yourself heals your lineage. That can go backwards and forwards. We've got 9 of Cups, nice solid ground. 6 of Swords, leave those bad things in the past. We don't always have the things that we need to fix what we have, but we can always outsource that Magician in reverse. So thank you so much. Yanks, you're fantastic. You are a regular here. Everybody, we'll do a little applause for Yanks too. And we got Melissa. What's going on with Taurus this week? So let me pull up my notes. Taurus, the energy around you is money, value, self-worth is going to be your most important thing. Let me give you a little heart over there. Your self-worth is front and center. Now, again, and we can't underestimate the impact of eclipses and Mercury retrograde and all that. The eclipse really did strip away all the frippery for us, and it pulled away all of the illusions around us. My video's frozen. My video's frozen. It's so weird. I'm running on empty, running on. Let me get rid of some of these things here. Can I drop down? I can't. If I hit another tab, I think crazy things are going to happen. So I don't want to do it. Just unfroze. So let it go. Let it go. From one Anna to another. Unfreeze your heart. Unbreak my heart. Must be these frosty grays that you guys are saying. So back to Taurus. So your focus, your finances, your boundaries about yourself. And when we talk about finances in astrology, self-worth falls into that category very firmly. Both feet, boom. We're going to have some self-worth in there. So I want you to reassess that coming out of the eclipse and going into new moon today. New moon is where we start things. I want you to really unpack and drop off the stuff that is not serving you, that is sapping your energy, sapping your expenses, or compromising the person that you are. What else do we have in there? Be grounded, be slightly guarded. Know your worth. Don't discount it. Let's give you a personalized card. That is for all my Taurus, the bulls out there. You guys are fun. But you sometimes get stubborn. So that's sometimes why we don't reevaluate our self-worth or the efforts that we're putting out for others. So one card for you. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, these are the things that are too heavy to bear. And guys, we are using the Cat Black Golden Tarot all week. There is a link on the post from Monday night, and I will have a full flip through on Sunday night for you guys. And I think I'm going to add another program for Sunday. The teaching videos are doing great, but I think you guys need a little bit of spice on your Sunday, a little spicy Sunday drop. So this is the stuff that is too much to bear, the stuff that is not contributing to your life well. Get rid of it. Prune away. It is springtime here in the Northeast, and we are pruning trees and doing what we have to do to inspire new growth. Pruning sometimes inspires new growth. And I always tell people that you can't add by subtracting, but when we're pruning and when we're doing the energetic pruning, we can. So Melissa, thank you so much for your super chat. I will make sure that it goes directly to my baby boy. Sweet baby Angus. Sweet. He hates when I call him that. But Mango Pilar. So hugs to Angus. I will give him a hug. You've applied with many online companies this week. Will I hear back this week? Page of Coins, the Chariot, Ace of Wands. So what I want you to do, I think we're going to hear more into next week. Okay. So possibly by the end of this week, possibly into next week. So the Chariot, there's movement happening, but there's kind of like an excess of apps that are going into that. So let's drop one of these. Let me see. March 21st to April 20th, we have some timing on that. So I think we're getting close. March 20th, 420, if you know, you know. 420, you should have something in hand. You should have an offer by 420, that spectacular holiday for everybody that loves it. So the sun in reverse, it's a coming. And I think you're going to get more than one offer. We've got the 7 of Cups. Let's clean up my real estate here. Craig, I got you. Sit tight. I'm going to get to you. I got a few questions before you, but Craig, it's good to see you. Craig the Bachelor, Howell 6756. Love it, dude. Love it. Sit tight, my man. So, Mango Pilar, not Mango Pillar. We are going to get more options here, and they are presently coming. So I do think you're going to get a few second interviews, third interviews, those kinds of things. So it's coming. Look by the end of the week for people to start gearing up for you. Okay, we got 40 people in the chat. Smash that like button. If you are on the vert, hit the react button. If you are on your home computer, I think you have a react button too. But go and get it. Go and get it, guys. It lets YouTube know that you like my stuff. I just came out of a subscriber purgatory. So if you guys can keep pushing that algorithm for me, I will be ever so grateful. Ever so grateful, so that I can stay here and keep doing what I do. So Mango Pilar, best of luck to you. Keep me posted. Definitely positive vibes. Let's all drop some positive vibes in there. What do I got? I got love. I got love and fire. Love and fire. Who doesn't love that? Little pyromania there. Pyromania. Come on. All right. So I got another question here with the super. Guys, remember that supers get priority. So I'm trying to catch your questions as they go by. Remember, all caps helps the blindy lady here, because I need glasses and I can't use them because I don't have the right glasses right now. So Mango Pilar, you are very welcome. I love the big mouth there on Aries Rainbow Child. It is good to see you. And I saw Sue Potter roll by. Sue Potter, blast from the past. It is good to have you back. Welcome back, my dear. Let me give this a little bit of a shaky shake. Shake, 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 shake it. That is a dirty song. That's a really dirty song. I did not know it. My kids listened to it when they were little. Shake, 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 shake it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Is the palace trying to get Harry back into the fold, but not Meghan Markle? Are there big meetings happening behind the walls of the palace? We've got a winner of a question here. Haley, thank you so much. Nobody loves royal questions more than this psychic, the hardest working psychic on the YouTubes. So, is the palace trying to get Harry back into the fold, but not Meghan Markle? Let's see. Ba-boom. 6 of Wands. You are correct, Mundo. I am quoting Arthur Fonzarelli. If you know, you know. Killing it. Four of Swords, they are taking action. So those of you that have been with me for a long, long time, you all will remember that I said Queen Elizabeth had a plan B. Oh, wait, B. I'll do a B. Sign language B. A B. Plan B for Harry. And that plan was to bankrupt him. And then to let him get divorced, come out of the marriage. And that way he would not have much to lose. He wouldn't have much to lose. So are we in that phase right now? Is this my plan B? Is this my plan B? Is this my plan B? You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, he is just a big fat dummy, isn't he, guys? Isn't he a big fat dummy? Let me move these over so you guys have a little bit of a better view. I know this deck is a little bit big, but it's oh so pretty. Bee Bear, I was just talking about you. Bee Bear. So, Gregopedia, aloha, Tarot Maniacs. Gregopedia is outdoors in the sunshine right now, where I am down in the basement. I was talking about astrology. Bee Bear, you watch it on the replay. Everybody wish Bee Bear well. She's feeling under the weather. Let's send her a little bit of fire and a little happy face, and then some drums. I'll send you some drums too. So everybody send Bee Bear some love. Send my girl Bee Bear some love. Send it over. Hook her up. Hook her up. She's a fantastic gal. She's one of us. One of us. So yes, this is a facsimile of the plan B that I have long talked about. That was, I'm just going to move this down so you guys can see me a little bit better. This is the plan that I long talked about that Queen Elizabeth put in place. And this is to bring Harry back and make sure that he is okay and not homeless underneath the overpass of the 101. Any of the 5. But pick a highway in California. Samantha Mustard is never late. She arrives exactly when she is supposed to. Welcome, Samantha Mustard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Zephyr's getting her Instacart. There we go. Don't lift too much, honey. Don't lift too much. So they are trying to present to Harry the happiest of homes, the happiest of places. And they do understand that he still has a little bit of a pickle face. But you know what they've got to contest with is this, the Ace of Wands is that excitement. Remember when you like looked across the room at somebody for the first time and you said, boy, I'd like to unwrap that. The first time you looked at it. Gregopedia, I know you know what I'm talking about. Harry is still being led around a little bit by the bell end. I don't know if he's getting any, but I do think that he is easily manipulated by, if you know, you know. Oh, Mustard got her heat fixed. Good for you. Good for you. And you are now blasting the heat before a Turkish bath, before dancing naked in the moonlight. I love all of this. Samantha, you're my kind of gal. You are my kind of gal. Becky, you like pickle face? Yeah, definitely had a pickle face. So face like thunder, pickle face, whatever. Me personally, I love pickles. I think they're great. So I think, and I've said for a long time that, you know, one of the lures for Harry to go to California was that, you know, the 420 was legal and permissible. You know, I moved out to California when it was not legal, but it was permissible. You know, people were doing it. And I think that that was one of the leads. But I do think that the biggest bait was, I think that was some big bait there. I don't know if it was big bait, but I think it was bait. You know, she lets him put it anywhere. So I don't know if that is going on quite so much. And I think they are trying to manage the concepts that he has. They're really, we're going to see a lot of happy family stuff out of the royal family. I'm saying it right now. A lot of happy family stuff. We got one card there, Ace of Coins. They are going to tell him, we can get you back here. We can set you up in a grace and favor home, and you won't have to be wringing your hands about bills anymore. You won't have to do it. That is what I'm saying. We're going to have to keep an eye on this because I think it's a coming. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. So let me put a little heart on there. Heart on there. I didn't say that other thing. So happy new moon, strong spiritual eye. So new moon, guys, new moon. So what do we do on the new moon? We have new beginnings. We start new things. We have emptied out our cup and we begin new projects. So today I want you to embrace whatever it is that you are trying to start up. So if you're trying to buy a house, trying to find a job, trying to find a new dog, trying to give your ginger cat a bath on the couch because he smells weird. Did that this morning. My cat smelled weird. Trevor Cat, our Trevor Cat, famous Trevor Cat. I'm gonna have to make like a little video of him that we can drop into these lives and videos because he is the funniest animal I've ever met. Make sure that you start today. Okay. If you want to start journaling, manifesting, those kinds of things, today's your day. Start it today. So thank you, Strong Spiritual Eyes, for reminding me about that because I was not going to say it. We got Craig, Bachelor, Howell, 6756. Welcome to the fray. Let's talk about the Strait of Hormuz. We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz and what is going on. So, hi, Cindy. Cindy, sit tight because I'm going to, oh, you're doing taxes, you poor thing. I'm so sorry. We're going to talk about Cindy in just a minute, because we got a surprise. Cindy and I cooked up a surprise for you. But the Strait of Hormuz, I think is the correct pronunciation. What is going on with this? So we know that there's been threats to, do all kinds of crazy stuff, make it a chaos place. All of that stuff, there's a lot of opinions about what's going on. Hormuz. Thank you. I did say Hormuz. Hormuz. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Gregopedia. Those of you that are new, Gregopedia is my husband. He knows lots of stuff, hence the name Gregopedia. But so let's see what is going to happen in the Strait from today. What is it, Tuesday? Through next Tuesday. Let's see what the next week is going to be. 5 of Wands. We're going to have a lot of chaos. So let's talk about Iran. Iran is going to double down on the trouble that they're causing. What about Israel? Israel is going into reaction mode. Aries Rainbow Child. Yes, I got your question there. Israel is going to go in reaction mode, but I'm going to tell you, this is a strategy on their part. They're going to, did you ever like have an incident where like one of your friends like is writing checks that they can't cash all night long? And then like when a fight breaks out, they're like, I was just hanging out. I was just drinking. I was just having some drinks and hanging out. Like, I didn't do anything, but you were running your mouth all night. We all know people like that, right? We know people that like to run their mouth and write checks that they can't cash. So Israel is going to do that. They're going to say like, oh, we were just minding our own business over here. We were absolutely talking about, ceasefire. Like, Trump had a great idea with the ceasefire, like, and then all of a sudden they, Iran acted up. They acted crazy. Like, what's up with that? So I think Israel's got like a little bit of a counter strategy to this. What about Trumpy? 9 of Coins. So I don't know if I like this answer. I think Trump is going to go in there and play bouncer. I don't think he is going to, I don't think he's going to go in there rootin' tootin' like, who is that? Yosemite Sam. I don't think he's going to go in there like that, but I do think he's going to go in pretty heavy with the big presence. So, I haven't watched the news today because I was getting the news for my son wrecking his car again, pointing you guys toward the goal. Go up there because I've got a deductible to pay. My poor baby. So I think Trump is going to roll in heavy with presence. And I think he is likely going to have to react to some things. But I don't like the way Israel is going to react in this. I think Israel is going to, do like an Eddie Haskell. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Craig. I don't know how old you are, but I think it's going to be like an Eddie Haskell situation. Like, I don't know what happened, Mrs. Cleaver. I don't know what happened. So, you reap what you sow, though. It's and to be sure, my father's Jewish. I feel a certain way about Israel. I think I think the United States needs to just kind of butt out a little bit. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. So, so there we go. There we go. There we go. So that's all I have to say about that. Craig, it is great to have you here in the chat. And this, I think, is great news. And I'm sorry, guys. No one honks your horn unless you do. From the hardest working psychic on the internet, Stephanie, I am thrilled about that. Let's get some cards. Let's get some cards on this for Miracle Baby. She goes for her first appointment. Who doesn't love a baby? Who doesn't love a baby? I mean, so wonderful. So let me do a little read. This is for you, Mama. This is for you. Death in reverse, 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords. So, in reverse. It's in reverse. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Mama. So, 10 of Cups. We're getting, look at that baby in the middle. There's our baby. That's our present. 6 of Swords. I think we have knocked down the energetic wall. Lady Letitia's here. Lady Letitia, everybody give her a hello. She's getting her nails done. Oh, I'm jealous. So we just have a psychic score, Lady Letitia. We have a psychic score, which means I basically got something right. I think I got something right. So this is knocking down the energetic wall. So, my aunt had this experience. Her husband, in his first marriage, had a lot of trouble having children. They were told they weren't able to have children. Their marriage broke up. He got together with my aunt, and they had kid after kid after kid after kid after kid. They just kind of knocked down that energetic wall. Nothing about his health had changed, and it was just the right combination. So, Stephanie, I think this is wonderful. I think that they are on their way to having a little robust family. So congratulations. Everybody say congratulations in there. Super good stuff. I'm going to put a little baby in there. Let's put some babies in there. There we go. Oh, baby. Oh, little baby chicks. Oh, all kinds of stuff. No, not that one. I don't want that one there. There we go. And there we go. I got baby chick. Ooh, baby, it's a wild world. All right, so we have top contributor Sue Potter. Sue Potter showed up after being gone for a little bit and came in heavy with the biggest super chat ever. So we're going to do some celebration here. Let's see. We're going to do applause. And we have like, I don't have any dance music or excited stuff. Like, I don't have anything like that on here. I got to put like more celebratory stuff. But Sue Potter, woo, coming in hot. So thank you, Sue Potter. This is going directly toward Angus's deductible. I'm still so cute. Thank you. Sue, I'm 40 pounds down. I went on Wegovy and I am 40 pounds down. So I look a little bit different. Thank you. My hairdresser's killing it. I'll be over at the hairdresser a little bit later. So we'll probably go live. I want to give him a little promotion too. So, all right. Will 2026 be a good year for hubby and I after getting through the house fire last year? He finally moved into a new house. It's fantastic. Sending love and good vibe. All right. So let's see. What are we looking at? Let's look at April. We'll jump into April right away. So April, we've got new beginnings. You are now in an energetic change. This is moving you into better things. It is a new adventure. What do you need to know? Pros, cons. Well, one of the pros is that you're not serving yourself as much as you should. I would like to see you guys kind of, I know you've been through a lot of hardship, but see if you can treat yourself every now and again. The Wheel of Fortune being a con is that you're not taking advantage of that Wheel of Fortune. You guys are getting into a better thing. So May, let's see what your May hold. 9 of Wands. You guys are going to cut loose a little bit more. But there is going to be a level of patience. And, this I like. So we just talked about the pruning behavior in our lives, like energetic pruning when we're trying to get rid of some things. I want you guys you and your partner, to offload some of the stuff that you don't have to worry about. One of the things when we clear cut a forest, when we have a tragic event like a fire or something like that, and everything is gone, you can start fresh. It gives you a new beginning. You guys were struggling for the new beginning. Now we're at the new beginning. So, Dennis Dragomir, I'm not going to do a pregnancy test for you. Yeah, I'm not. I could do the pendulum, but you really, you can go to the store and buy one for $10. So, but hang on. If I get to you, I get to you. We'll do a little pendulum for you. We'll get you a yes or no. It's one of the things you can do with a ring and do it over your belly. All right. So May, June, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. All right. June, you are going to allow way too much stuff. So that tells me that in April, you're not going to do that energetic pruning that you need to do. Make sure you put it on your to-do list, put it at the top of the calendar, prune the stuff that is not serving us well, the things that are sapping your energy, the friends that are too dependent on you, the person who derails your day every single day with their drama and chaos and whatnot, the minutia, the little things about jumping into this new house. Just take it easy. You can't do everything all at once. That 5 of Swords in reverse also tells me that you're not strategizing and bringing in other resources to do things. So maybe don't do all the landscaping this year. Maybe do it next year. Maybe do something else. So, choose Abel. Thank you so much. So that was April, May, June, July. 2 of Swords. Now we're getting it. You're getting deep into the summer. 6 of Coins and the 9 of Swords. You're going to have a fantastic July, Sue Potter. Fantastic. Your July is going to be great. You know why? Because you're being discerning about what to do and what not to do. You are going to dedicate time and give to those that deserve it appropriately. And over here, it's going to make you feel much, much more relaxed. Okay. So we got that going on. What else do we have? August, Page of Wands. I like it. You're taking August off a little bit. And you're going to invest in your partner in August. That is the energy that you need to lean into. So August, maybe those dog days of summer, I do love those. July is usually pretty tuned up and like busy. Here in the United States, we have 4th of July. I have 3 birthdays in my family, just in my immediate family, me, my sister, and my brother. It gets a little crazy. I definitely want you to focus on your partner for August. Those dog days of summer, you can kind of sit on the porch, look out over everything. This year, I'm gonna stop right here just for a second. 2026 for you guys is a reset year. It's a number 1 year. 2026 breaks down to a 1 year. And what is going to happen is you guys are resetting. So next year we're setting the stage right now, and then next year we're going to start to build upon that. So Rome wasn't built in a day. Your new home is not going to be built in a day. Your new home is not going to be, totally furnished in a day. So I want to make sure that you guys invest. August is an investment in your relationship. Make sure you do that. Really bring that number 1 year energy into your chest. Please do that. So September, back to school, death in reverse. You're going to do an extended dance remix of August for September. So September is part of the whole Indian summer concept. Here at the Jersey Shore in New Jersey, we talk about local summer, because in September we really, and Cindy can talk about this too. She knows what I'm talking about, local summer. In New Jersey, we still get beautiful days in September. It's gorgeous weather out. There's no lifeguards. There's no traffic. There's no bennies. There's no shoobies. There's no tourists. And we get to really enjoy our beaches, and it's not cluttered and chaos, and it's really just a lovely time. The water is nice and warm. We still get beautiful storms and things like that, but it really is great. You guys are going to do extended dance remix of that August energy into September. You may be bringing some other people into it. You may be entertaining some other people, but keep that, my aunt says it best. My aunt lives down the shore too. And she says down the shore, Friday is like June, Saturday is like July, Sunday is like August, and then September is a 4-day weekend. So keep that 4-day weekend kind of vibe into September. It's going to serve you well. It's going to plant the seeds for the future. So let's do October. 5 of coins, 10 of coins. You're going to be pretty suited into your systems, let's call it that, in the new house. There's a few little adjustments that you're going to make, but this new house is going to feel like home. It is going to feel, and I don't mean that it doesn't feel like home now, but it's going to feel really, really homey by the time we get to, what did I say? October? That was October. Yeah. October. So revel in that. If there's the Nordic process of the hygge, where you get comfy clothes, you eat delicious food, and you just kind of snuggle in before the fire. And they do that over the winter. And I really want you to embrace that kind of vibe. So get some comfy blankets, creature comforts, snuggly slippers, things like that. And I really want you to start to carve out the energetic comforts of that home. Sky Spirit Creations, it is good to see you too, my friends. Thank you for coming for a visit. Let's go to November. 8 of coins, Ace of Swords, and Queen of Wands. So when we get to, did I say November? November, you're going to be a little bit more work oriented, but I think energetically you're going to have some trouble coming out of that, ooey gooey kind of laid back, like, let's just get our stank all over this new place and get really comfortable. What does December feel like? 2 of Wands, the Star. December, I think December is going to go by like a blur. And I do think that you're going to be, shopping a little bit frantically, because you're going to be in this different mode of like kind of selfish mode. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think the selfish mode is good. But you're going to feel a little bit of this selfish mode. And it's like, oh God, now we got to like shop for people and do all these fun things. And, we got to celebrate with our families and friends, and I got to buy all these gifts. Make it easy. Do gift cards, do gift baskets, get like, or gift bags, like just get everybody the same thing, like cookie mix, muffin mix, whatever, like drive them around one day, drop them all off, like make it easy. It's a thought that counts. We have a crappy world economy right now, and it's the thought that counts. So, Sue, overall, your 2026. That was like half the deck we dropped here. But Sue gave us a huge super chat, and we appreciate that, going toward Angus's deductible. So we appreciate that. So overall, what do we got? 2026. What's our best bet? King of Wands. You guys are not going to be paying out to others. You're going to be investing in yourself. This King of Wands is destructive in the very best way, because what he is doing is he's being discerning. He's the underwriter of your world. So the vibe for you guys is underwriting what works, what doesn't work. Get rid of the stuff that stinks. Get rid of the stuff that's not turning around and making you any money, and enjoy yourselves. That is what I have to say. And guys, I'm going to give Sue another round of applause, not only because of her super chat, but because I haven't seen her in a while. And I'm glad so much has happened, ladies and gentlemen. We are thank you, Sue. Sue, it's going to be a great year for you. Just, keep it close to your chest. Keep it close to your chest. And hello, Callan. Keep it close to your chest, and keep it sweet for yourself. So everybody, I want you all right now to go over and subscribe to Cindy, because tomorrow at 2:00, Cindy and I are going to have a little chat, and it's going to be an interview of me and like what my life is like, what it's like to be fabulous after 50. 50 was not a big deal for me. 40 wasn't a big deal for me. 60 feels a little scary. And I'm halfway there this July. I'm halfway there. But we're going to be talking about things that make me feel strong, advice that I have for women, those kinds of things. Advice is my wheelhouse. I give spiritual advice here, but we're going to be talking about some interesting things, some stuff that you're not going to hear on my channel. Cindy's got a great channel. If you are of a similar age, if you are one of us, I want you guys to come on board. Come hang out. Cindy, I do want to tell you that my starter once again died. I don't know what I'm doing. It lasted 3 days. It looked great. And then my sourdough starter died. I had a sourdough starter that lived for like 15 years. And when I moved, it kind of went the way of the dodo. And so I keep trying to make a new starter, and it's just not getting it upping. So I need a little coaching on that. So maybe we'll talk about the starter. Can one of my there's Cindy's link is right there. And she's doing a video on sourdough starter right now. So guys, I will link to that, and I will let you guys know how my starter works out. So, Cindy, that is a tremendous help. So let's jump on over to the Duggars. I do have to jump out of here at 3:00. So we got an hour, guys. We've got an hour. Todd Cassell sent floating hearts for 10 jewels. Thank you so much. I'm just seeing that. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate you. 4 minutes on the goal. But I don't know if we hit it or what. Let me see. We got 6 out of 10. So we are this close, guys. This close. All right. So we're going to talk about the Duggars. Now, I don't know a lot about the Duggars. Duda Bird, good to see you. Duda Bird's in the chat on the vertical. Duda Bird. All right, so the Duggars energy. All I know is that 2 Duggars got arrested. So Duggars energy. There was a guy and a girl, I think. Callan, me too. I'm old in spirit but young in body, and sometimes it gets stupid. That's how I destroyed my disc. I moved a wood pile because I thought I was young and strong. Not so much. Not so much. So, all right. All right. All right. All right. So let's look at the chick. The chick Duggar. So I have no idea what happened with this. We're going to look at her energy. Is it sketch? Is it good? You guys can tell me what happened after I read this. Oh, you're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. I'm going to agree with Zeph. 6 of Swords. Culpable, but going to skate right out of it. So, 1, 2, 3. So, relationship is going the way of the dodo as well. Very, very unhappy home, but they're going to maintain the relationship. They are not going to exit the relationship. I'm assuming they have a lot of kids, the Duggars. They have litters in rather than families. But was that mean? Was that mean? I didn't mean it to be mean. I didn't want it to be mean. But I do think that we're going to see some interesting stuff here. Yes, a lot of kids. Lots of kids. I would have had 10. I would have had as many kids as my body would have handled. My deliveries were easy. I was telling somebody last night, 7 pushes for 2 kids. 7 pushes. And I was, Angus, I got to the hospital at like 2 and he was born almost at 6 o'clock. And Ella, I got to the hospital like 12:30 and she was born before like 5. So like easiest thing I ever did physically. Like I hate to say that, there's so many women out there that, had labor for like 10 hours, Oh, I was in labor for so long and it just didn't happen. My deliveries were easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I didn't have giant babies though, but Ella was premature. She was 4 pounds, 14 ounces. Angus was full term, but he was like 6 pounds. He was just like 6 pounds. My babies are not huge, but I'm not huge. So thank goodness. So Texas Kit Kat, good to see you. Good to see you. So what can we expect out of the PR on this? What can we expect? 6 of Coins. The PR is going to be bad news on this. King of Coins. This is going to be something that sticks. It is going to redefine her character. And what is going to happen is the 4 of Swords. She's going to have to go undercover for a little bit. So we're not going to see too much promotion on this as well. So a little bit of a dip into the recesses of popularity. Popular. You're gonna be unpopular. So she's gonna be unpopular. What did she do, guys? What did she do? I really don't know what she did, but I want to keep the questions going. You can drop it in the chat just for my entertainment. But thank you, Aries Rainbow Child, for the spectacular question. Let's take a look at Trump's health. So Sunday, I was over at my friend Gail's house. You guys can see Gail is one of my oldest friends, and she is currently afflicted with an incurable cancer. And we are starting immunotherapy. And so we had a big hurrah on Sunday. We had some fun on Sunday. And I actually, this is wild. All right. So this is like a little wild story. She's a big fan of like all things 70s. And she's an amazing singer. She is like chaos karaoke. Hanging out with her is a contact sport. She has said that. So I was shopping for, Americans will know what this is. During the 70s, when Jaws came out, there was a Jaws game that came out, and it was a plastic shark, and you put a whole bunch of garbage in his mouth, and you'd have to fish it out, and the jaw would clap shut, and if that happened, you lost. So I was shopping for one of those ages ago, and I had saved a bunch of them on my. I had saved a bunch of them in my eBay saved items. And I saw this Partridge Family game, and she loves the Partridge Family, like, you know, David Cassidy. Who doesn't love David Cassidy? Like, oh my God, we all grew up with him. Zeph, I know you loved him too. So I saw this Partridge Family game and I saved it. I just saved it for my own interest, you know. And hang on, I'm just fixing this. I'm just seeing what's so yeah, it was kind of like Hungry Hippos. Yeah, it was really cool. If you look it up, Jaws game 1979, you'll find it. It's really cool. So I saw this Partridge Family game, and what I did was I saved it as a saved item. And the day before Gail invited me, her name's Gail, but the day before she invited me to this whoop-de-doo luncheon, I got a message from the guy, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna, give you 90% off." I'm not even kidding. It was like 90% off. And so, like, cost me like nothing. The shipping, I think, was more. And I was like, "Oh, I'm totally getting this." Like, click, I'm getting that for Gail. So I bought it, and the next day she invited us to this luncheon, and I went over with Ella, and I have never seen somebody so excited to open up a package. It just was so funny. And she just was like, "This is a unicorn. I've been looking for this game forever." And I was like, "Are you kidding?" And I like the shipping, like it was coming like the day before her party. And I was just like, holy moly. So there are a bunch of Trump not likers over there. So they started talking about Trump. So I just kind of slunk back. Hey, Grace, good to see you. So let's see how Trump's health is going. Little insight into my world. You know what? While I'm at it, guys, Friday, I am not going to be doing my lives. I will probably move them to Saturday. I'll let you guys know. Kathy, the world's loudest librarian, lost her dad, and we are going to go to the funeral that day. So I may do it a little bit later, but I'm going to miss the British crowd. I may do one on Friday, one on Saturday. So sit tight, guys. I will do the members chat. I will do the members live, and we'll start out general and we'll go into the members live. But I got to go to a funeral, unfortunately. Kathy's dad, Tom, was super fun. Super fun guy, funny guy. So let's look at Trump's health. We're going to give these one more. Oh, I got it, Zeph. Thank you. Yo, the devil in disguise. That's going to be stuck in my head all day long. So yeah, Cindy, it is. I'm at that age where, my friends are all losing their parents, It's one of the reasons why I am so grateful that my parents are in amazing health. My dad had a birthday last week, turned 89, and went for a drive in his Corvette. So, live every day like it's your last. Live every day like it's your last. So, Trump's health. Let's see. 7 of Cups. Was that good or bad? Oh, 3 wands. The lovers. And I've said this before. Oh, the sun. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. So Trump has a lot of different doctors that are advising him in a lot of different ways. One of the things I would say, if the Don called me for what's going on. Thanks, Sue Potter. I try and be funny. Funny goes a long way with me. So one of the things that he needs to do is he needs to get those doctors all to talk together. He really needs them all to be kind of working toward the same goal. And so sometimes when we're older, we don't have that going on. Like we'll have an endocrinologist, we'll have an eye doctor, we'll have an ear doctor. Like they're all not on the same page. I really thought when they started talking about these medical portals and making medicine easier, I really thought that we were going to get like a sign in, and we could all of our medical stuff was going to go in it. My OBGYN was like, we've got this great portal. I was all excited about it about 20 years ago. and it was a portal just for their stuff. So, like all of my information at the OBGYN was there, but like I thought like he would be able to talk to my other doctors and those kinds of things. So, I'm hoping, that we're going to get something like that eventually. I think that is a great idea. One portal. Here's my name, rank, and serial number. All of my doctors can talk. They can see all of my habits. They can see every time I had a seizure. They can see all the medications that I've taken. I know, Zeph, but sometimes we give those directives like, hey, doctor, CC this one, and they don't do it. They don't do it because Greg, this is for you. It's the delicate genius. The delicate genius. Oh, we can't interfere with the delicate genius. Wait, I got baby boy here. Sorry, guys. That was baby boy. He's going to meet me for lunch. So down it. Chop, chop, bang, bang. Dave Murphy has entered the chat with a steel chair. Dave Murphy has that steel chair. Madman Murphy. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. So Trump is going to be okay. His doctors do need to get on the same page. He's got a variety of issues that are being handled by a variety of doctors. But guys, I know the Trump haters aren't going to like it. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. But we're going to do a little bit more here for Haley. What's going to come out in the sun? The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrows till there's none. 9 of coins, guys. My Trump haters, he's doing fine. He's all right. Doesn't give a heck about me. So Trump is fine. 9 of coins. We've got really strong protective energy here. King of Swords, like he is just going to keep on ticking. He is going to keep on ticking to the dismay of the Trump haters. So Trump's looking good. Trump's looking good, guys. Can't keep that man down. He's like the ever ready bunny. All right. Denise or Dennis? Denise? The preguntas. Are you pregnant or not? Let's see what the pendulum says, because I'm not going out on a limb with this. That is a maybe baby. That's going side diagonal. Maybe baby. And we're circling again. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it makes up its mind. Look at that big fat hand. Hands like a man's. Is Denisa or Dennis Dragomir pregnant? We're getting circling. Guys, when pendulums circle like this, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. We got another maybe baby after all that circling. Maybe baby. Maybe baby. It's not saying yes or no. It's saying maybe baby. Maybe baby. Maybe baby. Maybe too early to tell. Maybe too early to tell. Let's go to the cards. Boom. 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 So I am going to say, yo, the devil in disguise. and we get the strength. So I think a little too early to tell, but I also think that this may not stick. This may not stick. So if it's something you want, we may not stick just yet. And when those kinds of things happen and it clears, that's usually a sign that there's something wrong. So if you are trying, keep trying, baby doll. Keep trying. Keep trying. You know, and Edgar Casey has some interesting views on missed pregnancies or lost pregnancies. You know, one of them is that Edgar Casey, and I've studied Edgar Casey for a long time, and I never heard this before last year. And what they said was, you know, they wait. And I firmly believe this. I had a miscarriage before I had my son, and I am 100% certain that this is the same baby. 100%. But I'm also 100% certain that he's been my son like 5 times before, and he's sick of it. He's sick of taking direction from me. So, Dennis Dragomir, come back and tell us what's going on. So, I just don't think that this one is going to stick, but there's always tomorrow. So let's keep going. We've got Choose Abel with another big donation. Let's do a gong. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and helping out my baby boy. So I know accidents happen, and you just got some bracelets from Otter Spirit with the discount code. Thank you so much. That is a big thing. So let's talk a little bit about Otter Spirit. So Otter Spirit is an energetic jewelry company, and I'm going to be doing a live. I was going to do it on Saturday. And I'm going to pair you guys up with your sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, whatever you want, with your bracelet. So this is mine. I have aquamarine, labradorite, and lapis on here. Lapis is here, I'm gonna keep it over here. Lapis is like my new favorite gemstone. I did not know that I liked it, but energetically, I love it. So this supports my sun, moon, and rising sign, and it is helping me be a little bit more creative psychically. So I love the mini. They make minis, they make large crystals. They also are responsible for putting this amazing sphere in my hand. This has been a game changer for my remote viewing and for all of my psychic work. It's like never leaving my desk. I swear to God, if there's ever a crisis, I am grabbing this one. So I will keep you guys posted. I'll send out an email, and I'll also do community posts and a short video on it when I'm going to be doing these pairings. Maybe that's what we'll do on Sunday if you guys want. Sunday is a tough day for lives, but because there's so many other content creators that I know that are doing it. But what I can do is take questions from you guys. I know my account managers are real keen on getting involved in that. I was going to invite them to it, to be in the chat. Basically, you know, you guys tell me what you want to fix, and then I'll be doing some digs and creating some stacks from you. I'll give you a discount code, and if you want, you can go buy it. If you want to hang on to it for a little bit, I'll get my link, and we'll get you guys all squared away. You can get some energetic jewelry. You can see I've got my collection up here. My collection is growing. So life is good. Penny D in the house. Penny D in the house. So lots of you guys are buying some Otter Spirit. Guys are buying some Otter Spirit. Lapis is gorgeous. Penny D is here. Everybody say hi to Penny D. Cindy, they've got a stone for that. They've got a stone for that. But Penny, dig deep I'm sorry, Cindy, dig deep today on procrastination, because today is the day with the new moon that you can set new intentions. So you can kind of compartmentalize your life and do some crazy things like that. You can start to rebuild. So let's get in here. Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you again, Choose Abel. Thank you so much for your support. That is going to go directly to Angus when I get my money drop next week. Sally, for Angus, no money necessary. Well, that's not fair. I'm still giving you an energy card. I am still giving you an energy card. Still doing it. Doing it well. Doing it well. Manifesting is my superpower. So today I want you to think about numbers and colors, associate every number with a color, and pick 3 numbers. Go ahead and do that and see if you're going to win. That is how, that's actually a technique of getting lottery numbers that I have been working on. And I may drop a little Sunday teaching about it. So what you need to do is, a lot of people want to sit there and meditate on numbers for their lottery tickets. And what you should do is associate the number with a color or a sound or a scent or an emotion or something like that. And then you go into meditation and you let those unfold, however many numbers you need, and you can find your lottery number. So right now, Sally, you are hot stuff manifesting. Get in there, associate some colors with numbers. What I did was I used little, we had like the Fisher Price toys when we were kids, and they were the little pianos, and the notes made different, they were different colors, and they made different, ding, ding, ding. So I did that, and I just came up with the colors. But sounds may work better for you guys. So let's all manifest some good stuff. Speaking of manifesting, let's jump right over to this. Thank you so much, Sally, for your generous contribution. You're going to get a gong too. So speaking of manifesting, let's talk about these housewives, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Did not watch this show, did not watch any of them, but let's giddy up, Buttercup. So will Amanda Humanaki. Love that Humanaki. Hang on, I'm going to answer your question in a minute. So Amanda from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, will she be exposed and not return to the show next season? Is she going to be exposed? Let's see. Oh, this is Extended Dance Remix. This is a powder keg that they want on the show. So they want her there. She's going to create some conflict and some texture to the show. She's going to do that. So they're not getting rid of her. She's not going anywhere. The lack of patience, which is what we see here with the strength card, that is what they want. They want that kind of action on board. So is she going to return to the show? Will she return? Is she going to say yes? 3 of Wands, she's going to hold out. Why is that? Queen of Coins, she wants more money. It's bad judgment. Star in reverse. I don't think they're going to give it to her. The Magician, she's not bringing enough to the table. She is not bringing enough to the table. She is going to be bringing just enough to garner the same paycheck that she had before. So don't ask for more, little Amanda. So now I got to find out who that is. Great question. Ian Barton. He's a regular here. We love the Ian Barton. Oh, Humanaki. Okay. All right. Do the royals see Meghan Markle as a gold digger? Do they see her as a gold digger? Temperance, yes. Yeah, 5 of Coins. And she was not one of them. They knew she wasn't gonna Dave, dropping that truth bomb on me. Hang on. I'm coming. So, yes, they see her as a gold digger. The pitch that she had was that she was going to be a moneymaker. She was going to revamp it. She was going to show them how to bring more money into the royal family, which is not what the royal family is about. They're the largest landholders in the world. In the world? I think in the world. I don't know. I'm looking at you, Pootie. Pootie, you the largest landholder in the world? The Nuzar. But they saw zero future with her. They knew that this was going to be a problem. Penny D, I paid almost $5 a gallon over $4 a gallon just to fill Angus's car last night. So here, Page of Swords, they knew she was going to be a minor disruption. I do think they underestimated how much turmoil she would create. I think that they did that. But she is but the buzzing of flies, the Vigo, the Carpathian. So yeah. So not a gold digger, but a disruptor. She wanted, but not a gold digger. She wanted the life, and she wanted to be able to make money off the situation. So let's see what we got here. Zephyr says husband has child. Yeah, okay. It was the wife's little sister, apparently, for hers, because there are locks on the outsides of the door. Okay. So I'm going to read on this a little bit. That's a weird thing. That is a weird thing. Oh my God, Dave. Holy moly. OMG. All right. I took care of that. Took care of something. Had to do it. Had to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me block you. I didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to do it, but you were causing some problems and making people uncomfortable. Great minds think alike, Zeph. So, what's the deal with the locks? She was underwriting and taking care of things for her people, for those little people, those little short people that she's in charge of. So that's what was going on. That's why there were locks there. She's gonna have a good excuse for that. And they're gonna give her a pass on it. I think that's important. So there you go. Sometimes, there's that guy, that video standing at the payphone, and they're perp walking the other guy by, and you took care of business, rootin' tootin' cowboy. Sometimes you got to do that. All right. So do the bird. So I got 2 of these from you. I want to make sure I got the right one. I think I got the right one. Oh, wait. Now I jammed myself all up. There we go. Oh, there we go. Will TSA be back to semi-normal by the end of April? I keep hearing everybody complaining about TSA. Since I don't need TSA in my basement, I'm not sure what is going on. I heard like TSA agents are like standing around like doing nothing. So let's see. TSA, are we gonna have some normalcy on TSA? Maybe they need Anna Milla there. Sometimes TSA, I think Anna Milla belongs at TSA. I think it's a good place for her. She doesn't even know. So, all right, let's see. Let's see what we got. What you want? She is working her butt off. Cindy's friend, who is TSA. Six of Swords. This is by April. Strength. You know what? We've got a deal. So I don't know if they're negotiating a contract or anything like that, but FFA is understaffed. Okay. I think they're renegotiating contracts for the people that are there. Absolutely. The wheels are going to be taken off. Well, I shouldn't say the wheels. It has to do with the government shutdown. Okay. They're going to be changing the rules about overtime for these folk. The ones that are there. Now, is this a scab deal? Like, are they, coming out from behind, a semi, what do you call it? Semi strike. Yeah, they're rewarding the ones that aren't troublemakers. That's what they're doing. And ICE is taking over. Let me see. So I think that's going to, if ICE is coming in and taking over, which I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of opinions about it. Okay. Hang on. So there we go. Democrats block funding to try and force an agreement to make ICE stand down. ICE is funded through several years, so they're punishing TSA because they can. So so that's what I'm seeing coming in. Not scabs. They're not scabs. But they're not scabs because they're not like non-union workers that are coming in. And I don't know if that translates to other countries, but, the TSA is going to come in and the TSA is going to get all this, all their cash. Like that's what's going to happen. Because I'm seeing like they're rewarding people for coming in. TSA is going to be overtime heavy. They're really going to do, this works even better in my left hand. They are going to be bringing them in full force. It's going to, so here's the thing. The cure is going to annoy everybody because they don't want the cure there because of the name. But it's going to solve the problem. So we're going to be able to move more freely through TSA. So they will get their back pay. Yeah. But I think they're going to be, they've got some ICE agents in there that are going to be taking care of business. So she's not happy about not being paid, but she knows why. Elon said he would pay them. Where have I been? I'm under a rock. Why am I under a rock on this one? Dudabird, I want to thank you for your super chat. You are fantastic. Dudabird is a new friend of mine. She came over from Lady Letitia's. We can drop Lady Letitia's link. Let's drop her link and show her some love. Lady Letitia has a community that's very similar to ours. She talks about a lot of news. She talks about a lot of pop culture that's going on, a lot of fun stuff. So Humanaki, I took care of that thing for you. Nobody puts my Humanaki in a corner. So let's talk a little bit about this obsidian. I will tell you exactly where Otter Spirit finds their, so the obsidian that Otter Spirit, right now the obsidian is out of stock. They are $40, not counting the discount code that I have. But they do source it from Mexico. Mexican obsidian is sourced from ancient volcano regions and cherished for both its natural beauty and deep cultural heritage. So, hey, Zeph, can you drop my actually, I'll drop my Otter Spirit link because I have my personal link up here. Let me get my personal link. This will take you directly to my sales site. And there we go. So this is my link to go to Otter Spirit, and Fortune 20 gets you 20% off any purchase. Fortune 30 gets you 30% off any purchase over $99, which is great if you want to sphere it up or if you want to stack it up and get an amazing stack. So talk a little bit about obsidian. So obsidian is protection, strength. It's also grounding. And this is one of the reasons why I've been holding it when I'm doing my remote views. Remote view is like a psychic telescope. So you can kind of get lost in all of the craziness of your psychic ability. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to zero in on what you're supposed to be zeroed in on. There's something in remote viewing called doorknobbing, and I think it was Lynn Buchanan who coined the phrase. They were doing a remote view of a house, and he kept going in on this sparkly object on the front of the house, and he wouldn't go into the house, and he was having a lot of trouble. It was a crystal doorknob, and he was being dazzled by that crystal doorknob. And when we're remote viewing, not everything is really clear. Sometimes it looks like you're looking through a foggy screen. So this obsidian, when I hold this, what it does is it actually clarifies that remote view. So I'm like able to read newspapers in it. It's pretty cool. Complementary zodiac is Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, but it's great for any sign. It does work with your root chakra. I had an injury on my root chakra. I fell roller skating at my niece's birthday party, and I fell twice. And I did the Gen X thing. I rubbed some dirt on it and walked it off. And I probably shouldn't have. I think I did fracture that coccyx bone, but I didn't want to admit it. So I always work very hard in my meditations on that chakra root, the root chakra. So this is also giving me a little bit more groundedness, which again affects the clarity of my visions and the remote views that I'm doing. So, Texas Kit Kat. There is a mother and daughter stack. I got my daughter the daughter stack for Christmas, and she gave me that really cool long distance bracelet where it has black beads for me and then one colored bead for her, and she has the colored beads and one black bead. So we wear those when we are apart from each other. But cannot tell you guys enough about Otter Spirit. 30-day returns and exchanges, 2-year product warranty. $1 is donated from every purchase to protect wild sea otters. That is why they're called Otter Spirit. It's a great company, great mission statement, and I love it. So you can go over there. They've got some other spheres. What else do they have in stock right now? I will screen share with you guys. Let me screen share with you guys, and we can take a look at some of the stuff. Screen share. And let's see, where is, let me go back. There we go. Let's share this screen. So we've got selenite, which is cleansing, straightens things out. Rose quartz, that is going to give you some love and some energy. This lapis one, it is on my wish list. I am waiting to get that. Got to pay for that. The deductible on Angus's car first, and then the red jasper. This is also, let's talk a little bit about red jasper while we're here. The red jasper is balance, strength. Again, it's a root chakra, and it's the sacral chakra, which is also some creativity. Zodiac, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn. This is a great rating, AAA. That is the highest rating we can get. And the origin is from Brazil. Secondary origin is South Africa and India for this particular red jasper. I have a bracelet that's red jasper. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So we also have garnet, pyrite, aventurine, clear quartz. This, if you guys want a crystal gaze, I like the really, really clear ones, but you can sometimes see some really cool stuff if you're crystal gazing, scrying in those nuances there. Multi-Amazonite sphere, and here is that amethyst sphere. Some of these things are on sale, guys. You get 2 stands, so if you want to order 2 of these, the leopard skin sphere. I have a leopard skin bracelet that I am loving. Let's talk a little bit about leopard skin. That is going to be courage, confidence, also root and sacral chakra, double A, and it comes from India. So if you guys want to crystal gaze with this, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo are the complementary zodiac signs. But if you want to crystal gaze with this, this is actually a pretty good one as well. So you can see all these nuances. You're just going to get lost in that, and you're going to be able to see some cool stuff. So stop sharing. Back do our regular scheduled program. I have 15 minutes. They did not start rationing petrol in the United States yet. I hope that they don't do that. I lived through that in the 70s. I remember being in the back of my mom's 65 Mustang and watching the day pass by while I sweated my butt off in the back seat. I remember falling asleep and getting those lines and ridges on my face from the leather seats. So, Grace, the Strait of Hormuz. Hormuz. How did we say it? Is it going to open up soon? We talked about this a little bit earlier. This is last question. Guys, we are good to go. I'm going to mute myself for a second. Ooh, that was terrible. I had a little coughing fit. Sorry about that, guy. Ooh, I got all coffee here, kids. Is it going to open up soon? I already said that Trump was going in there heavy. We're going to be in an impasse for a little bit. Like I said, I think Trump is going to go in there and he's going to have a big military presence. We're going to have some big boats flowing in there. It just came on, Becky. What the hell? I swallowed a feather. Swallowed a feather. So putting my deck down, covering that up. It was awful in the summer, wifey. So I think what we can expect to see from Trump, I think we're going to see some big boats going in there. They're going to be a big presence. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a standoff for some time. I said earlier, I think that Iran is going to throw a little hissy fit, maybe a ballistic hissy fit. And I think that Israel is going to be like, we didn't know what happened. Or we don't even know why they're acting like that. They're like a crazy person over there. And I think Trump is going to be like, enough. I'm going to be the bouncer in this situation. Everybody out. So let's see. This is going to be unfolding over the next week or so. Guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Let's close up those questions. And there it is. Questions closed, y'all. I want to thank each and every one of you for your contributions. Honestly, I'm gonna calculate them and put them all toward Angus's deductible for his car. Just a little fender bender, but little fender bender. It is gonna cost you a little bit of money. So we're gonna get it fixed though. And we're going to make my baby boy feel a little bit better. So, guys, I will be home later. I will likely be on Hipsy. I know some of you, Penny D, I'm looking at you. I know Penny D likes the Hipsy. It's fun to jump in and get instant readings. I'm going to plan out some new stuff. Flower Garden, I'm sorry. I'm going to drop down now. And my Friday live is going to be moved. I unfortunately have to go to Awaken a funeral for one of my best friends' dads. So that's okay, Prince Pessa. Angus got into a fender bender this morning on his way to school at one of the local convenience store. Wawa, looking at you. So Humanaki, I will be live maybe late Friday. I can't late Friday. We're going to take Ella out to dinner. Probably Sunday, maybe on Saturday, but I may go live from my hair salon going to see my hairdresser at Chop Chop Bang Bang, Asbury Park. So I'm going to be down there at 4:00. So if you're in the area, come see me. Of all my crazy stuff going on. Angus is going to accompany me there and maybe get a haircut. I'm glad he's safe too. Unfortunately, he's got that stupid boot on. He's going to get checked out by the doctor right now, and they're going to see how he's healing up. I do hope he walked out of the house with his boot because he's been sneaking without the boot on. I told him you're going to hate that when you're 50. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Tuesday is such a great day for lives. We get everybody in here. So next Tuesday, remember, it's going to be 2:00. 2:00. This week we did it at 1:00 just because I got to drive down there. But Tuesdays, 2:00, 2 hours. We're going to do this live. We're going to keep doing it. If it's more successful than the Friday happy hour, we may just move over to Tuesdays. But I think you guys like the Friday happy hour too. So thank you for all your generosity. Thank you for being generous with your time, guys. This is the largest streaming platform on the planet. And I know you have a lot of people that you can go see. I really appreciate that you're here. We have a great community. We're working hard to keep it clean, keep it safe for all of you guys. And I am so glad that all of you are a part of my community. We're also streaming to the Psychic News Report because we're pulling in some of those characters over here. So it gets a little crazy. I'm making Zeph nuts, but it is great. So Tuesday lives, I will have a live this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. But I will make one happen for you guys. It'll be members and general audience. I'll keep you posted on what's going on. I am going to drop the schedule in email. If you haven't signed up for my email list, I'm not doing air quotes, but my email list, that you can go to my website, fortunecookiestarot.com. You can sign up for the newsletter, and I just drop like my schedule for the week, when I'm doing sales, special bonuses for you guys. I am going to have a special bonus coming out. It's going to be a special reading for you guys, a secret reading where you guys can do astrology, numerology, and a reading. We're going to do that. You're going to get a special bonus if you are on the mailing list. So go on over there, hook it up so you can keep posted. I don't do like an email every day to you guys because I manually do the emails. I just don't do that. So go on over there, sign up, and I will put a special thing together for you guys. So if you're already on the list, don't worry about it. You'll get it. I'm going to send that out. Probably for this weekend, we will do a really fun package for you guys at a special price. So thank you, everybody. I will see you very soon. I will see you in the future. So we're just going to say bye-bye in the regular way. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. I love this Tuesday live. Love you all. Bye now.